Social Justice Goblin! Man, I am. Yeah. I gotta get back on the diet. Anyways, so this is my polls for the week. So my first one is Punisher #2. I decided to subscribe to this series, and so I got a poll on this one. So I haven't read it yet. Cover's very graphic and violent, which I love. And then #3, which I haven't read yet, which has another insane cover. I'm waiting. I ordered #1, so I'm waiting on #1 to come in to read it. So it probably won't be till next week that I read these. The next one is Fables 151. So there's no recap. So if you don't remember like all the other Fable stuff, which I stopped reading after the adversary kind of got defeated, it kind of meandered and I kind of meandered off. And so I don't know how all this ended. So you have to know all that to understand this comic. So I had to do some research, some digging. And once you know kind of the story that's going into this arc, it's like really, to give a recap, Frau Totenkammer and Cinderella had a final battle where they both died. The mayor is now introduced to, it's like they're now revealed to the normal world. And the other story is something separate. And the reveal at the end, yeah, for fans of Fables, it's a huge reveal, which I'm not going to reveal. Someone comes back alive. So, I mean, I would say the art is amazing. The story is decent. I'll keep giving this a read. So I'll continue to keep reading this. Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. So now, I bought these two. I bought these two because I wanted to jump on Spider-Man. I've been buying up Spider-Man. You'll see in a second. And so I wanted to read Amazing Spider-Man 1 and Amazing Spider-Man 2. So I read Amazing Spider-Man 1 and Amazing Spider-Man 2. And I've got to say, so Kingpin's dead or gone or something. So now the New York crime families are all are scattered now, and it heavily focuses on the criminal element, I would say. Mary Jane Watson makes an appearance in it, and there's not much you need to know, because it basically says 6 months. It starts off with an explosion, and then says 6 months later, so I don't know where in the story arc that explosion was, and what was in between there, but it's kind of like not important, if that makes sense, So it was a really good jumping on point, and it's good writing, solid. I'm gonna continue. This is definitely a continue. I mean, this is like read. All right. So I've been picking up Magnus's Robot Fighters because for the collection through random auctions, and this is issue 44 of Magnus the Robot Fighter. Beautiful painted cover. Definitely an interesting story. Covers true to what's going on in the story, so he's spraying it. It's Magnus. This was like cutting edge sci-fi in comic books, and it's really good cutting edge sci-fi. But the stories are also really simple. So it's not, you know, if you want the deep Magnus, you got to read the Valiant Magnus. So I picked up this, and this is Justice League America annual number 2. And this is the introduction of the Justice League Detroit. So this is how they ended up in Detroit. This is how they formed a team. They introduce all the ones that are going to be in the Justice League, and they say this is the Justice League, but she hasn't joined yet, and he hasn't joined yet either. So it kind of, spoiler, it's the first Justice League Detroit. It's key. So I picked up for $2 an investment value pack of Spider-Man Torment. So 2 through 5. So this is the whole run of Torment. Todd McFarlane art. Great art. So, flipping through them was fun, but definitely going in the sell pile. Definitely, I'll get $2 an issue. I pay $2, so these will sell for $5 any day of the week. And if you're interested in buying them, you can always call, Facebook message me, and come by. I couldn't resist this. So I have been adding into my position on Amazing Spider-Man. Because I don't know. I feel like right now the Amazing Spider-Man from certain periods is really good and undervalued. I see potential in that as collectors get priced out of the Bronze Age and move more into the 80s. So I've been picking up a lot of position in 80s and early 90s before Todd McFarlane and stuff. Even I'll pick up some Todd McFarlane stuff if I can get my hands on it. Depends what I can get my hands on. And this is one I randomly picked up off Whatnot because in the cover Jonah Jameson is punching Spider-Man. Oh my gosh! It's interesting. I read it. I didn't read the whole book. I'm definitely going to keep it because I want to add it as part of my investment portfolio for comic investing. Because while I'm not a financial advisor or anything of that nature, I do like to invest. I paid $7 for this, so I can sell this for $10. So that's a $3 profit right now. These will go as the market grows for these. Then I can make more money down the road. So having the 10% position of your collection in Spider-Man books is a good investment. But I don't think I want to keep the Spider-Man McFarlanes. I just don't know. So that was my pulls for this week. Join me again next week when I do my pulls on a Thursday. So as I go through what I've been reading, and because as you can see, that is my reading pile. That's my red pile. That's my reading pile. Yeah. As I read for the week, I'll talk about the ones I've read. At least I'll show the highlighted ones that I'm keeping for the collection. All right. Take care.